Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gamesline Podcast for the third week of October, right? This is the third, yeah, the third week of October. It's me, John. I'm hosting. I'm here. Hello. And with me this particular week is Rose. Rose, how are you?
Hi, I'm okay, John. I'm fighting out here in this. I feel like it keeps leaking when we talk about the anime podcast, where it's like there's so many damn games to play right now, and I'm trying my best to keep up with all of them. You're lucky you're not into some of these, like a Lies of P or something, because these games are not short.
No, I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on October 20th. I have to figure out which game I'm gonna pick up, because I mean, I don't know. I might just wait and just get Alan Wake first, but also I feel like Spider-Man is the one where I'll get spoiled. But
sure.
also at the same time, I feel like Spider-Man probably won't really do anything that'll be too surprising. So if I do get spoiled, I'm probably just gonna be like, "Oh, okay." Hey, he fights Kraven. I'm guessing,
yeah, Venom's there.
Yeah, oh, he's gonna fight Venom. Oh, he's gonna have the black suit, and then he's not going to have it after a while because then Venom's gonna be there. I mean, I feel like I feel like I know what's gonna happen mostly. And then Mario, it's what's there to spoil per se, other than gameplay mechanics? And then even then, it's if you tell me what's in it, I'll just be like, cool, I can't wait to do that. So, I want to play all three of those games, but
yeah. Alan is so what I've done for those first two, not first two, but Mario and Spider-Man, is I've left it to a GameFly roulette, basically, where they're both there and they'll send one of them, and I don't get to pick, type deal. So I'm letting that one go in the wind, but Alan Wake is a given. I think that one being
it's
digital
essential for
only,
you, yes.
Yeah. Also is well, how to get that one?
Oh, that's right, it is.
Which sucks ass, but I get it with them. I get it with them specifically being hey, we're trying to make it so that our publisher doesn't hate us no matter what.
That may change things. I mean, actually, no, it might not, because it's probably still, is it still 70?
No, it's 60, I think.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I got to figure out how much I'm getting paid next. Anyway, yeah, it's big gaming this coming week. Big fucking gaming, but there's still big gaming in our past and in the near future.
Yeah.
Because we've been playing some big games. You've been playing a lot more, and I've been honed in on a singular game. But I don't know, would you like to discuss the game that we've both been playing, or do you want to hit some stuff that you've been up to, or what else are you feeling?
We could talk about. I'll do one easy one just to get through my list a little more. So
Go ahead.
It breaks it up a bit, and then we'll talk about your thing first, or second. Our thing, rather.
Ours.
I'll just say real quick. We recorded a Lies of P podcast that will come out soon. Me, Maverick, Spencer, and Scott. And so I won't go too far into that, but I played a lot of Lies of P. The last couple weeks or so, and that was a hell of a good game, let me tell you.
Everyone I know who likes Souls games has been super into it, so
yeah. The thing that I think really got me about it was that more than anything, it felt inspired by Devil May Cry 5 with a lot of their decisions. They basically copied over the whole ARM system and made it better.
Okay.
But also just in general, their ideas of movement tech and stuff like that it's just so much more fun than a Souls game. Let me make this clear. I don't think this is the type of game you should play, since you don't like the Souls games. It's very much that still, but everything else about it is definitely incredible to anyone. I think they made a damn it's a Pinocchio game, and it's completely serious about it and confident. They really did just believe in what they were making. Have you seen the post-credits scene?
I haven't seen it, but I know what it is, and it's very funny.
Yeah, it's even funnier in context, let me tell you.
I bet.
It was great. I ended up playing through it 3 times.
Holy shit! Okay.
The subsequent playthroughs are a lot faster, like Devil May Cry style, but
still,
it was still it was really fun. Like, it was fun enough for me to do that.
Yeah.
I think, like, the fact that they let you take apart every weapon and, like, combine them instead of just having like strict trick weapons like Bloodborne did, where it's like, oh, it's a cane and it's also a whip. It's like, no, you can just take the cane part off and put it on something like that. Every weapon being like that is really cool. And it made me, I basically ended up for my last playthrough taking a baton handle for like a police baton and putting a gigantic wrench head on it. And then just like bonking people in the head with it over and over again. Because it's just this tiny little giant thing that weighs like 100 pounds that you're just banging into them. Very effective. But yeah, I highly recommend anyone out there try Lies of P straight up. Like, if you like or even are willing to try a Souls type game, it's great. It's really fun. And now that I'm done that, I can play a lot more of the game that we've both been playing, which is Fate Samurai Remnant.
Yeah, this will be an interesting conversation just because, like, I talked about it a lot last week, so I don't want to go too crazy, but again, I talked about it a lot last week with Solon, who doesn't know Fate, and so I tried to give him, like, the Fate 101 version of it, and now that you are a Fate head, so I can just be like, I can say Noble Phantasm and you'll know what I'm talking about, at least, you know?
You don't have to explain command spells or ley lines.
Yeah. But I'm still really enjoying it. I appreciate how the game continues to open up as you progress. I have hit like 3 separate points where it's felt like it's ending and then it's not, which for some games that is a problem, but for this one it's just like, oh, so they're raising the stakes again. Oh, so they're raising the stakes again. Like, it just, they're just adding more and more to it, and it's still fun.
Yeah, I really like how it's a lot like Fate Stay Night in that regard, like in a lot of regards, but that regard specifically, where it's like, it really feels like I think a problem with Fate Go in general, as the main Fate thing for like the last 10 years or whatever, has been like, it is mainly focused on like a broader narrative involved with everybody with an endpoint, whereas the original Fate Stay Night feels a lot more like a character story first and foremost, like focusing on X character for a little while, focusing on Y character for a little while. And I think that this game really captures that really well, of just like, you're meeting all these people, you're doing all this stuff, and they've certainly kept in I feel like this is a thing that's happened in Japanese media at large, because like this is how Kamen Riders are too, where it's like the original Fate Stay Night, has 7 servants, and then this one has 15. Same way like Kamen Riders went from 1 to like 3 per series.
Yeah.
And I think it's good here. I think they still do a good job here. You don't feel like anyone's like left out particularly, at least at the stage I'm at.
Well, yeah, because it's like the 7 main servants, and there's 7 rogue servants, and also
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh is there. I think he's pretty fun in this game. I just like him just like doing his shtick, and then Saber just wanting to rip his head off, and Iori just being like, he's helping us out, let's be nice. I know he's a freak, but we just have to humor him a little bit. Like, I know he's awful, just, it's fine. Like, it's just really good. It's like, it's a very human reaction, because he's like, yeah, no, this guy's obviously very powerful and knows a lot and can help us if we play into his hand, like, not play into his hands, but like if we humor him, but also, God, does it suck. It's very funny. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they've basically taken Caster Gilgamesh from Fate Go, and he's like the groundwork for Gilgamesh now going forward, because it's so much better. It's so much better. Yeah. You can have a dude who sucks, like, straight up. You can. It just needs to be palatable, let's say, if you're going to make him on the protagonist side, as it were.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, he's up his own ass, but he's got this like weird helpful streak that it's almost like he doesn't realize that he's being helpful. It's good. It's good. It's a fun dynamic. And then just having like Ku run into him for like a minute and just being like, "You got to get me away from this guy. I'm gonna kill him." Just like,
I gotta
really
say,
good.
my Fate. It doesn't matter how many times they do it. Every time they have the Fate Stay Night characters interact in any Fate thing apart, and they're just like, "I need to kill him." It will always get me. I just think it's always good.
Mm-hmm. Combat gets a bit deeper as you go, but it's still kind of just it's the very Muso thing. But the thing that I kind of really like about it, though, is that it's about building up. Like, there's like basically like 5 different like special moves.
Yeah.
In that, and by that I mean like you have the like quick spells that Iori can use, and then you also have like techniques that Saber can use, and then you also have like another meter that you fill up that's just like a big damage move that Iori can do, and then you can also switch over to Saber, and that also does a bunch. Like, you're constantly building all of these things, and so you're juggling between that. And so if you're like fighting a boss, it's like, okay, I'm gonna just do all my attacks, and then I'll stun them with this, and then I'll do a big combo, and then I'll stun them with this other thing and do a big combo. And it's like, yeah, like it's fun to just have those options available. It does keep the combat pretty fun. It is still pretty spammy, but it's still kind of fun, you know?
I think they at least give you like a lot of buttons to press along the spammy path, which is a big step up from some of those Musos. Like, I just played that Fire Emblem one last year, and it's just like, that one's better in some ways just because you have like 7 million characters comparatively, but it's like still you're just doing, you know, square, 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 triangle, square, square, triangle. But I feel like this one having all of the servant moves and the spells and like you said, all the different bars helps at least alleviate some of that. And also they break up the combat well enough, I think. I really like that you have to fill up the servant bar, and then that just lets the servants be like really, really strong because they're a resource instead of just having, like, there was that thing, an interview that came out this last week where they talked with Nasu and stuff, and they were talking about how like Nasu originally wanted them to make like a Neo game, basically, because he likes Neo. And everyone was like, "Oh, a Soul's Fate would have been great," and I'm like, "No, it wouldn't. No." It really wouldn't. Like, this, I think there's probably something better than the generic Muso combat they could have done, but at the same time, it's like, I think being able to really capture the vibe of why a servant is so powerful is really important, and I think that type of game would have been antithetical to it. Like, I feel like there's a really strong, like, Ludo narrative stuff going on here, to an extent. As silly as that is, because it's, you know, you're fighting a million skeletons, but it's like, you feel like you're slowly getting stronger as Iori and fighting alongside Saber and watching them, like, sort of, like, bounce off. Like, I love their combo moves where they, like, do things that the other would do sometimes, or set things up like that. It just feels like a great synergy. I think my only complaints right now are, I think it's been alleviated over time, but they really over-rely on the break bar stuff. The shell.
Yeah, like, it takes a little too long to get through it, but then they start to give servants.
Also, like, I was always fine with it on servants, but then it's just like every fight has a giant skeleton that has it.
Yeah, but I would say like the giant skeletons and all that should just not have one, and then the servants should only have one, because servants having 2 is just like, all right, wrap it up.
They should have way more of the head-to-head things where you mash the button.
I agree,
and I think
that is a bit more fun.
And instead of 2 break bars. And then my other complaint was, it's definitely gotten better over time, but I think I was really excited when they have you use gems for spells when I was reading about that, because that's classic Fate stuff that they've sort of gotten away from. But I think the spells are too weak. Like, the offensive ones specifically. I think the like buffing ones are pretty good. Like the crit rate one and the just straight up half health heal ones are both pretty reasonable. But like,
have you unlocked more of them?
I have like the Firebird one is like the highest I've gone for offensive.
Because I was gonna say like for buffs.
Oh no, I don't. I've only gotten like some of the better healing ones.
Okay, because you do get one that makes shells easier to break. So
Okay, well that
yes.
does help, and then the wind phase helped a lot. The wind stance,
yeah. The wind stance is good too.
Like most of the end of chapter 1 and half of chapter 2 before you get wind stance, where it's like, all right, I just gotta break this. I've got to just buy 1 million of the rice balls that give me affinity gauge, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think part of that is kind of that story element to it, where it's like, yeah, they're trying to be like, yeah, hey, Yori is a normal ass human, but it still kind of sucks just mashing on stuff. you know?
I think it's just overused was more than anything. Like I think they just need to break it up a little or give you a stance earlier or something.
Yeah.
But it's still like reasonable. I love that they married basically Yakuza with it. Honestly. Like, just not enough games are about you just going around. Like, here's the thing that I think is true. I think everyone secretly wants to love a Shenmue. It's just, Shenmue is like that, you know? Like, I think people really do enjoy, like, the vibe of just a small-scale area that you can go around and talk to people in.
Oh, 100%.
In games. And it's just, like, I think you do need that sort of, you know, Muso or whatever to break it up, or people get tricked into thinking that it's maybe more complicated than it is, or just more, maybe just sometimes you need to shut your brain off part also, I guess. A little bit. That I think this game does it well. I think it has a good balance. I really, really like the fucking low frame rate video calls that you do with the Archer's Master. I
agree. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm glad that. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't have many complaints about it. I've just really enjoyed it. I'm really happy that they're making Fate games again, because I don't want anyone to have to play Fate Grand Order.
Yeah, it's a lot of the stuff that is so good in Fate Grand Order, but without a lot of the just bogged down
contrivances of the
shit.
medium. Yeah.
I mean,
they don't have to sell you on, you know, please roll for this character, love them.
Yeah.
But they did do that with Saber, so I don't know. I feel like, how do you not love Saber in this one? The really good Saber. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I think this is like maybe my favorite Saber since Saber.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun. It's just a good game. It's just a good game. Take it from me, though. I think I said it last time, but just in general, don't get the Switch version.
Yeah, you have that, don't you? I forgot you. Yeah, I saw you tweeting about the crowds and stuff like that. Like, and I could definitely see that, because even on the PS5 version, I'm like, damn, they put so many people around.
It's so weird, and like, it's not unplayable. And the thing is once you get into combat, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's only when you're in the cities, and it's not even like the game gets slow or anything. It just, the visuals become a little it's like, I guess, the screen tearing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not really something that you can fully pinpoint, but it's just, if I stare at it too long, like I run around in the town for a bit too long, my eyes start to hurt.
That's how the Fire Emblem Muso was for me as well.
Okay.
It was, and that one even ran better than like Three Houses proper. And it's still like, oof.
Well, that's something I can look forward to, because I did hop on that GameStop sale, and I did buy Three Hopes, so I can't wait to see
it's
that.
It's pretty good. The same writers, by the way, as Samurai Remnant.
Oh, well, all right.
I found that out semi-recently, that Nasu went and got the Three Houses writers, because liked Three Houses.
Fucking A. I'll take that.
I really liked Three Hopes. I thought it was really fun. I think like it's different enough also from this one. Like, I think I played that whole damn game basically as Hubert. And
I mean, I'm sure I will enjoy it. You know, I'm not like a huge Fire Emblem guy, but it was $15.
Yeah. I think that one is a lot more palatable to you, just because it's like, it doesn't mire itself in the like stat management bullshit the way the Fire Emblem does. Not that you don't like that sort of thing, but the way Fire Emblem does it, I feel, is a little antithetical to your tastes. Just a lot of good character writing, just like this one. I I almost wish there were more digressions. I think there are in New Game Plus, so I'm not gonna complain about that yet. But I do just, I would like the date. I would like there to be maybe more like concrete days in Samurai Remnant, almost. Where it sort of feels like, it's crazy because like so much of it feels like Fate Stay Night, and then that part specifically is this feels like this is like the chillest Grail War that has ever happened a lot of the time.
Yeah, like it's seriously just like, yeah, here's me and my like homies, and then there's the villains, and then even then a lot of them are just like, you know, if we like cross paths we'll try to kill each other, I guess, but I don't know.
It's just the idea of like, I think like they adding in the monster element, I think, where there's just like leyline monsters is the thing that like helps break it up, because it's like when you look at Fate Stay Night original, it's like Shiro is getting attacked by everyone like every 5 damn minutes. Like Caster's sending some skeletons over, like Archer just hates him, like just shit all the time. And then it's like this one just feels like, like maybe we'll run into Berserker in the street and have to fight him, but then we'll just leave and like go home and make rice.
Well, that sucked. Time to eat.
Yeah, or just like, oh, like I don't know. I think it's funny. I think I like it kind of. I like how chill it is, because it that is an element that's similar to Fate Go, where it's like everything's so dire, but like you're just sort of like going at it slow every time you go to a singularity or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's moments of breathing room and characters bouncing off of each other and just development that isn't just, oh god, we're going to die.
Do you have a favorite servant yet in this one?
I mean, other than Saber, because like, you know, Saber fucking rules in this. I mean, I also really like Musashi in this.
Yeah,
she's just a lot of fun, like especially with like the added benefit of, you know, Iori being I guess that timeline's Musashi's like adopted son, basically. So there's just this goofy bit where, you know, Iori's basically just like adjusting to being like, well, I got my hot anime lady version of my dad right here, and Musashi's just like, I'm so proud of you, kiddo. I hope I don't have to kill you. Like,
I love how Musashi's
great.
like, God, he's just the same here too, like just the same guy, because she has her own Iori or whatever in her world.
Exactly. It's very endearing, and she's also probably the character I have the most fun playing as, I would say.
Yeah. Them doing literally all of her animations from her summer version in Fate Go, but in a normal fashion is really good. The beam stuff is great. I love her. It's like
super cool.
All her colors and shit.
I do. I will say I got the like pre-order bonus costume, and it's not as good as her. It's not as good as her base costume. Like it's all right. Her base costume, like that outfit she has for this game, is really good.
Yeah, I really like the big kimono style thing. I'm really curious to see what the DLC is going to be, what characters they pull in, because it's going to be like 4 new servants, I think.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
My assumptions, here's my ballpark assumptions.
Okay.
I assume they'll work in a Nobu or an Okita, probably. One of those two.
That'd be good.
Leaning Nobu, I'm assuming Nobu, because I feel like they'll probably want to put a gun person in that game.
Sure.
Definitely shooting. Like, definitely shooting.
Yeah, 100%. Especially because there's like gun-based like enemies at certain points, so maybe they'll just be like, yeah, you can kind of build off of that for Nobu.
Yeah. I really like that. I've sort of already figured it out from his Noble Phantasm, but do you know who the Rogue Saber is?
No.
Okay, I won't tell you, but it's a character that is related to a servant that I really, really like, so I'm hopeful that they add that servant in.
Okay.
I had a theory before launch when I saw his armor, and then he used his Noble Phantasm, and it just says it basically who he is, and I was like, all right. It's a really cool one.
maybe I wasn't paying attention. But sure.
I mean, I bet you haven't used that character in Fate Go very much.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
But
okay,
it's pretty good. I'm excited for that. Yeah, good game. I'm so glad. I'm hopeful for the Fate Extra remake also soon, and that damn CCC patch is coming out in December.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch someone play that because I don't want to play original Fate Extra, but I'm glad. I really hope this just makes Fate more accessible, because it feels like it just being stuck in fucking Fate Go forever just means like, yeah, you basically just interact with the fan art. Like,
yeah.
You'd have to be a crazy person to read all this.
I get it.
Yeah, I hope that like not just Fate, but like all these other damn fucking gacha games make real games more also, because they end up like this pretty good. I think a lot of gacha game creators have good sensibilities about what types of games to make too, is the thing. It's just they're stuck there. Like, let me tell you, if they ever make the friggin' Yakuza like Tsukihime game that Nasu wants to make, that game will be really good.
I bet. I fucking bet. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what goes on for sure.
Fate.
It's fucking good. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. You want to talk some news and then we can do some more?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Let's see here. Do we want to go big, small, weird, stupid?
We can go big first, I guess, because these big ones are big, but they're not like, I feel like we won't go so crazy on them.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, first off here, folks, unfortunately, the monopoly continues to occur, and the Microsoft and Activision acquisition has gone through. Microsoft now owns Activision. Which great, how wonderful. Of course there is the frustration that this will probably just end up being really bad, because it's just going to probably end up being more people losing their jobs or other weird consolidations. Obviously you could be a little hopeful that like Blizzard and the like will at least have some better chances of maybe having better HR, and apparently a lot of the studios are going to be cleared to unionize after this, so that's something. But I don't know, just all these game companies getting grabbed up, it feels like all of that has just led to failure after failure these days. It's just like
Microsoft especially, it's like have they, like, I guess, honestly, for, like, all intents and purposes, what you can say is, like, I guess Starfield was, in fact, a playable video game. Like, it seems to do its thing, even if it's not, like, amazing, right? Like, all their other games that they've tried to do, like, it's really odd to me, I guess, that they were so dire on buying Activision, when I feel like Call of Duty is kind of in, like, almost like a dying mode these days.
It's very strange. I mean, I don't know, like, a lot of the people that at my job who are more casual game people are still very active playing.
Yeah, but they play Warzone, right? Like, not the normal Call of Duty multiplayer anymore. That's what I mean. Like, it just feels so odd to me. Like, I mean, who knows? Who knows what any of these... I feel like those Microsoft leaks really painted a picture into their level of awareness of the world, let's say.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But
I mean, the other thing, too, is that apparently... I know we're saying, oh boy, but, like, I guess Kodak's gonna still be the CEO until the end of the year, which, I mean, that is, like, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, that's, like, it sucks, but also, I don't know. And then, I mean, he's probably gonna get some kind of payoff for it, too, so it's just like...
Did you remember his horrible contract that was revealed when this buying stuff started, where it's, like, no matter what, he gets, like, $1 billion.
Wonderful.
That man should be in prison. Do you ever think about that? Like, straight up.
He should be. He was in Epstein's book.
is in a lot of situations that are public knowledge and just
yeah, not good. But then there's that evil within me. There's that evil within me that is saying, at the very least, man, I hope they get that Toys for Bob can make a new Spyro now.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
I would like if they save fucking Vicarious Visions or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? It would. Yeah, Phil. Hey, Phil. I know you're listening. Let them do Tony Hawk 3 and 4. You know Tony wants it. You know Tony wants it. You know we want it. Go ahead. They don't need to be working on Call of Duty. Just come on.
I think that still might be the top 10 most insane ones of those situations I've ever seen happen.
Fucking insane.
Of just like
fucking
straight
insane.
Up, you made a great game everyone likes. It sold a ton of money. Kill them. Like what?
Yeah, insane. Like the exact opposite of what you should do. Like literally, they were gearing up to do another one that probably would have sold better. It probably would have sold better because people like 3 and 4 more. Like,
and then also they knew that this one was good now.
Yeah,
like the way I always think is like, you know, like people talk about like, oh, you know, Resident Evil 6 is really sucked or whatever, but it's like you look at Resident Evil 6 numbers, they're really high because people liked Resident Evil 5 and 4 still. It's like the numbers will just keep going up until a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad one will still do well.
Yeah.
It just feels like, I don't know.
It's so fucking bizarre. I don't know. Like,
I just always feel surprised when you still see those weird, like, Rise and Grind set type people out there who act like, oh, well, like, I always think the common refrain in the game industry consistently whenever a bad thing happens has been, well, the company needs to make money. That's its reason for existing, you know? Like people will just say that all the time, and it's like, they don't even make the right decisions for that. Like, ever. Like, they actively just make the worst decisions possible.
Well, yeah. I mean, all I can do is hope for the best for the workers. Hopefully those unions can go through. And, you know, I mean, even if I'm being a little selfish, hoping that they make another Spyro, at the same time, I don't think it's as selfish as it could be, because it seems like that team just wants to do stuff like that. Yeah. And they're getting corralled into other shit. So, like, I would like for those teams to make stuff that they want to, instead of just getting shoveled into the Call of Duty mines. I want more Tony Hawk, more Spyro. Hell, apparently, I guess a new Guitar Hero was floated around again. Like, I mean, I don't know if I need a new Guitar Hero per se, but, you know, let them bring back some of their old stuff. Like, let Activision be Activision instead of just Call of Duty. Let's figure out a good way for Blizzard to be a company that people can respect now. Like, that would be the ideal. And, you know, I mean, under Microsoft, maybe not, but maybe it has more of a chance than...
Yeah, you would at least hope that, like, Redfall recently being... Like you specifically saying, like, let them make what they want, I think is a thing that these AAA studios really need to realize right now, is, like, you're not going to get... Like, you're going to get something bad that is just bad. Like, BioWare is a great example of that, but, like, Redfall is the one I'm thinking of for Microsoft specifically, where it's like...
Totally.
You read those reports, like, no one there wanted to make it. Just the higher-ups. And then it's, like, hoping that Microsoft would come in and cancel it, and they didn't. And now they have, like... arguably the worst game of the year, I feel like. Probably, just straight up, the worst game of this year. Gollum was pretty bad, but Gollum was not a AAA game, you know, right? Like, that's my only difference here, is, like, Redfall was from, like, prestigious developers.
Yeah.
That everyone liked and thought they couldn't miss. Like, even though Deathloop has, like, a couple misses, it was still a game to play, you know?
Yeah. What
Redfall
a fucking
is basically unplayable.
Anyway, we're gonna Scott's gonna be streaming Redfall.
I know.
So.
At least they put out a patch to fix some things.
Yeah.
I just always think of when I played that game the day it came out with my friend Trevor, and his fucking character would always just, every time he used his R1 move or whatever, like his tactical ability, whatever the fuck, where he throws his Raven out to attack, my character would say, like, oh wow, that's a cool crow. And then the guy would go, "It's a raven." And then the raven would go, "Raven." And it did that every single time he pressed the button, which had an 8-second cooldown.
Oh, God.
And it was just like burned into our minds by the 3 hours we played it. We're done. Like, just, it's such a bad game. It's so bad. But I hope that's what I mean. Like, I hope that they learn from that at all. At all. Like, even just a little bit. I feel like that and Halo Infinite recently from Microsoft are moments of, like, you need to, like, have management and, like, a team making a thing that they actually want to make, and not just constantly being like, oh, it should be this, oh, it should be that, oh, we should just leave them to their own devices.
Call of Duty's huge. We need to put everything into Call of Duty instead of, like spreading things out a little bit.
My thing with that line of thinking also always that they always do is it's like, it's the same thing with, like, when they put a bunch into gacha, like Square has been doing for, like, the last 8 years or whatever. It's like, you can, like, do your one bet on a thing, but they just put it all into that thing, so then the thing gets oversaturated. Extraction shooters, it's going to happen soon. I guarantee you. There's just going to be, when that Bungie one comes out, there's going to be, like, 8 other ones, and they're all going to feel like that, and no one will want to play any of them. Just like it is for Battle Royales right now. It's just, like, you need to realize, like, you need to not have the one thing. Like, EA talking about becoming a Star Wars studio is so dire. Like, them basically turning Respawn into a Star Wars studio.
It's like, yeah, like, you can have them make Star Wars games, but do other things, please.
Yeah, and they need to let these teams do other things, because otherwise it just becomes stagnant and, like, empty, because you learn how to design different things from making different things, you know, like, or engaging with different things. Like, Apex Legends is like that because they made Titanfall. Like, that's why people like things from Apex. Because, like, they were able to build off of the foundations they had in Titanfall and turn it into something different. Titanfall's like that because they made Call of Duty, you know? Like, it's... No one wants to have... I mean, and that's, like, a larger problem. They just don't want to have a lineage or anything. They don't want anyone to remember, like, that anything ever happened. I feel like it's... But, like, I guess in this case, like, I don't know. Can Activision get worse than it's been under Microsoft?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. At the very least, I'm glad Bobby Kotick will be out of this fucking industry in 2 months.
Yes. That is something we can all look forward to.
Long time coming.
Amen. Speaking of changes to the industry. Okay, that was a bad segue. I'm sorry. We finally found out who Mario's new voice actor is, or at the very least, who is voicing him in Super Mario Wonder. I know it's Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I'm not going to say that.
I'm not going to say that either. It's crazy.
The Super Mario Brothers Wonder game for a Nintendo Switch platform.
I keep getting, so I know you have your feelings on the Rain code, right? They keep emailing me my email every time one of those new DLCs come out, because I guess they just started doing this for games you play, where they're just like, new DLC for the Rain code game is available, and I'm like, why do you talk like this? Like, I get it, like, once a week. It
the
feels
Master
like
Detective Archives Rain code game.
It's just like, why are you talking like that? The F-099 game. I'm trying to find the email. The F-099 game is available now.
That's so bizarre. It's
DLC
so bizarre.
For the Master Detective Archives Raincode game. Yeah, there it is. Like, what?
I just remember when someone, like, pointed out that they've been doing this for ages, and, like, none of us, collectively, none of us really, like, noticed it, and then all of a sudden it was like, wait, what? What the fuck?
I've noticed it because it corrupted the way I was talking all the time. Like, I would just say it all the time. I feel like to just, it's such a, it's honestly, you know what I put a lot of the insanity on? The damn dub voice actor they have for the announcements. Like, the guy just talks in a way.
He really does. It's bizarre.
Like, kururin.
Kururin.
There was just, like, the way he said it that was just like, what?
They could just hire me, because I'll come out there and be like, listen, if you need someone to be hype about stuff that you're talking about in a Nintendo Direct, because I'll just come in and be like, yo, y'all need to get on Kurukurukururin, all right? Because I believe that. Those words are true coming out of my mouth. If you're having someone be like if you're like, all right, listen, we're going to make oh my god, what's the Joy Mech Fight available for Americans. I'm gonna be like, listen, I can get them excited, all right? I got this. Like, you need a freak. You need a freak.
Yeah, we need like you or like I always think of the Mega 64 parody video for the Nintendo Direct. The energies for every Nintendo Direct are so insane that they need to do something. I don't know what. When I found out that they only say the game part in America and they don't say it in Europe is what really fucked with me.
Mm-hmm.
That they just say the normal titles in the European Direct.
It's weird.
But yeah, I will say with this Mario voice thing, it was insane that the reason we found out who did it is because people hacked it and then just like misread it.
No, okay. They hacked the demo because there have been demos at Targets. I don't know how they got their hands on it, but they got their hands on the Target demo and then hacked it, and then they looked at the credits, but the credits in the demo didn't actually like have attributions. It just had like a list of names. So the people just went through it and then were like, okay, this person already voices this character, cross them out. And then they removed all the women, and then they narrowed it down to 2 guys. And then they went, okay, they thought that the guy who voices Mario was just voicing the flowers because they found his like demo online and he sounded exactly like the flowers. And they were like, okay, this other guy has to be it because he's like a very prolific voice actor. He's got a lot of roles. Like they probably went with him because he's been in the industry for a while. But no, we don't know who that guy is voicing, but he basically was like, no, I'm not Mario. And so then because of this process of elimination, this guy, his name is Kevin Afghani, it was officially announced that he is playing Mario and Luigi in Mario Wonder. And he has done voice acting in the past, but like he has been in like 4 or 5 YouTube videos where he like I think he played Cuphead in like 3 of them, and then in the other one, what was he? He was like
he was the Genshin NPC, right?
No, so like in another YouTube video, I think he was like Jotaro or something, and then he's a statue that shows up in one mission in Genshin, and now he's fucking Mario.
I feel like this is happening more and more, and like I'm of 2 minds of it because, like, on the one hand, I would really like more traditional, voice acting structure, unionized stuff. I think it is kind of cool that we are getting a lot of like honestly YouTuber and TikTok type voice people, not streamers. I'm not saying like personalities, but more like people who are like a prozad guy. Type thing where it's like this is the person who is making their thing doing voices, and like it makes sense to get in on that.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what happened with like Kira Buckland, like back in the day, she was doing all that stuff on Newgrounds, and now she's fucking all kinds. She's in all kinds of shit, like and like she's really talented. Like she's a very great voice actor. So yeah, absolutely. Like I haven't heard too much of Kevin Afghani's stuff, like just from like the trailers that I have seen of Mario Wonder, though. Like he sounds great as Mario at the very least. Like if he's also playing Wario now, I will say it will take some time to get used to it because it does sound a bit off. But I mean, at the very least, he's very good as Mario, and that is probably the most important part because it's fucking Mario. Like
I hope they let Mario talk more. Is all I'm saying.
That would be nice.
Should get back to it.
And I mean, Charles Martinet is still apparently going out there doing stuff here and there. So, but I mean, good luck to Mr. Afghani here. I'm sure that. Again, we don't know if this is going to be like if he's going to be the Mario voice now or if this is for this game. Like that would be kind of crazy if they were just like, hey, we're gonna bring in someone else for each Mario game, which, I mean, it might be a little interesting, but at the same time, it would be nice to just have someone to be Mario and, also see how that voice evolves, too. Because, like, you think about, like, very, quote-unquote, like, important, popular characters, and you see how their voice evolves over the years. Like, something that this is probably a little silly, but just something that I was thinking about, because, we have, like, I work at a pinball arcade. We have a Simpsons pinball machine, and it's from, like, the early days. So hearing, like, Dan Castellaneta's old Homer voice on that, and thinking about how Homer sounds, like, in the later seasons or even today, like, it's, it can take a bit to, like, nail that delivery, even if you're, trying out that for that character and being accepted for it. So, yeah, like, we might have to, it might be like a game or two before we get used to the new Wario voice. And even if, again, assuming if Kevin Afghani is playing Wario, maybe he'll fill into that role a little bit better over time as well, so we'll see how it goes for sure. But for now, yeah, definitely just good luck.
Yeah, I liked seeing the account. My name is Mario. My pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, because he has his pronouns in his bio, so people shat themselves about it, and yeah,
I just loved that one old account rising out of the dirt for some reason.
It's very funny.
Post the image again.
It's very funny.
I'm glad Wonder looks good. Not to, we don't have to talk about a million about it because it's out next week or whatever. But
yeah.
I'm really glad that they're at least mixing things up, because I felt like when they made Mario Maker, I was like, God damn, like, how do you make a 2D Mario after this? Like, how do you do it? And the answer is, just go crazy with it. Just get a little silly.
Okay, so here, let's do like one or two more news things.
Sure.
Okay, here, I'm gonna jump on this one because it's so bizarre that I still don't know what the fuck is going on. Last July, a Lolipop Chainsaw Remake was announced, which,
for some godforsaken reason.
Yeah, I don't know who wanted this. Basically, what it seems like happened was, once Grasshopper got bought, and there was all these other things where, like, it seemed like they were able to get back a lot of their old IPs. They very specifically went and grabbed Shadows of the Damned because they, wanted to, like, re-release Shadows of the Damned and also included stuff from it in Travis Strikes Again and all that. Like, it's this product that was, stymied by EA and John Riccatello and all that, famously. But at the same time, I still think that, Suda has a bit of fondness to it for it still, which he should, because it is still a good game. It's not what he wanted to do, but it is still a fun game. But it doesn't seem like he wanted to get Lolipop Chainsaw, which
crazy. I wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this thing where, like, I would love for him to just completely freely talk about how he feels about that game, and same with James Gunn, because like that game was like one of the last things that James Gunn did before he started to do MCU stuff. And like I've said this before, but like, for all the bad that the MCU has done, one of the good things is that it made James Gunn like grow up, and not like completely grow up, but like at the very least just got him on this path where it's just like, I could do all this dumb fun shit without going too far in one direction. And like,
I can maybe see the humanity of women a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's because like Lollipop Chainsaw is like, it's like flirting with that at times, because it's just like, oh yeah, no, Juliet's got her boyfriend on her hip, because it's like the boyfriend is being is the item instead of her, even though everything else about the game, like, it's just, which again, it's all about context and all that, yada yada yada, whatever. that the thing is that is a game that you could look back on and be like, okay, this is what it was trying at the time. This is how it worked. This is how it didn't. Bringing it back now is fucking crazy. Which the fact that they were saying, oh, we're going to remake it was at least like, okay, what are they going to do differently? Because even if you ignore the content of that game, the combat wasn't really stellar. It was passable at best.
Like I told you, I 100% of that game on the Xbox 360, and it was not fun to play, like, at all. That was definitely a subject of, like, I had the diseased trophy mind back then. Like, it is not... I just don't even think there's, like, that much there at all. Full stop.
No.
Like, it's just what they have. They have a fucking Dragon Force song in there.
So then the thing is that I don't know why, specifically, I suppose, but after all this time where they were talking about how this is going to be a remake, the president of Dragme Games, who is the team making this remake, announced that, no, it's not going to be a remake now, it's going to be a remaster. Which, what does that mean? Other than that they're just going to reskin it, which, like, what does that mean? Like, I guess people were upset that they were going to change the gameplay, which I don't know why, but then maybe they were, like, upset that they were going to quote-unquote censor it or whatever, because they mentioned that they were going to have to get rid of some of the, like, copyright-written costumes, which it doesn't seem like they are, like, uncensoring. I just want to know
where these comments came from. I can't just say that I was particularly looking into it or anything, but I can say, like, I don't... Like, can you really imagine, like, a communal back and forth with the Lolipop Chainsaw community occurring?
Like,
where they would do this? Like, I'm sure there probably was. Yeah, that's my main point. But I feel like maybe what happened is, I bet they were like, you know, it would just be easier to just sort of take the existing framework, and then, like, maybe they had, like, one person on Twitter say, like, oh, you better not change the gameplay too much, and they were like, see, this is good.
We did this for you, true. Nintendo fan Jimmy. Like,
yeah. I just don't know who's gonna buy this. Who's gonna play this at all?
I don't fucking know. It's so weird.
Why would you want to make this? Like, it doesn't even feel like a leveraging, like, a thing for money type deal.
So, like, it kind of is, because the people at Dragami are, like, people who worked on it originally. So it's pretty much just this thing where it's like, Suda didn't want it, so, like, these other guys were just like, well, we kind of have some stake in this game, and if he's not going to pick up the IP, I guess we will. So it is, like, this weird, like, money grab, just keeping the IP in circulation thing. But, like, who wants it? You know, like, if Suda had grabbed it up and was like, yeah, we're going to do a remaster, there would at least be something to that, because it would be like, yeah, like, Suda's at least, like, proud enough of this work to show it off again. But no, he's not. He doesn't want to bring this back. This is just some other dudes just coming in and being like, yeah, we were, like, I was the producer on Lolipop Chainsaw. Here it is again. Like, no. And meanwhile, like, they're doing a remaster of Shadows of the Damned, and, like, one of the things they're doing is, like, adding some new content, like, nothing too major, but, like, one of the things they're adding is, like, they're giving an outfit for Garcia that is the, like, character design that Suda originally wanted the character to have in, like, his version before EA did what they did and all that. So it's like, it's little things, but it's like, hey, here's, like, an acknowledgement of that original thing that they would have never been able to do. And meanwhile, these people are just like, hey, we heard you, we're doing less to this game, you know, like, we're making it worse just for you.
Finally, they're listening to the community.
Bizarre. Hit me with something else. What else have you been playing?
Sure. Let me think. Just a quick one. I played the Crymachina demo, which came out yesterday.
What's that?
So, have you ever heard of the video game Crystar? It came out like 4 years ago, maybe less than that.
I don't recall.
It's it was a game about not emo, but like sad women going through whatever metaphorical environments, fighting beat 'em up style combat with pretty good writing, mediocre gameplay. This is a sort of follow up to it. Almost, it's a spiritual successor by a different company that has some of the devs that worked on that now, I think.
Okay.
It's made by the people who made that Trinity Trigger game I played earlier this year, which I was surprised by. Furyu.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically it's in the future after humanity has gone extinct, near automata style, whatever. They sent out an Ark, a ship, into space, basically, with all these computer programs that like functions as like gods that manage one specific part of the thing to ensure that humanity exists. But then all the humans died, but all of the technology only responds to a human. So one of the robot god type people is basically trying to figure out what makes a human to create a human so that they can manage all the controls again. Which is like, I like that idea a lot of just like, well, we're fucked. We need a person. What the hell's a person anyway? But it's mainly a Yuri game. It's got a lot of women. It's a little reminiscent of the second Caligula Effect game, not so much the first one, more the second one. Artistically, specifically, especially, where it's like these really harsh lines and designs that I really like. But it's just like a beat 'em up style thing again. But you're like, basically you play as like a girl who died like years and years ago, but they put her soul into the computer. So now she can like control robots that go out and fight and stuff like that. So the game is half her hanging out in this like base with all of her gal pals or whatever, and you do like chats and stuff like that, and then half going around on those beat 'em up stages doing stuff. I thought it was pretty charming. Like I said, it's a demo that you can just try it. I appreciated that it called itself a kusoge immediately. It basically just said like, well, this is stupid or whatever, like these things, but then like it solved its problems. But that's sort of the thing I've heard about the original is like the writing is crazy good and it has some great like gameplay intersection ideas with the writing, but it's just the gameplay is so boring that it ends up being a sort of hybrid of a really good game and a really bad game at the same time. And this one feels a little similar, but maybe a little bit better because the gameplay was definitely a lot better from the short bit of played of Crystar before. Really fun UI, really fun stuff. I'd recommend checking that out if you're interested in more experimental JRPG stuff. It seems pretty cool. But speaking of robot stuff, I've also played all of Armored Core 6 right before Lies of P. All of it. I 100%ed it. It was good. It was really good. I think I'm really glad that the Souls games did not impact its design at all and that it just plays like the old Armored Core games. It was really fun. I like that it had more writing than a Dark Souls game, basically, like more characters and more driven narrative that has a finite endpoint. I still kind of wish it had more. It has me, especially after playing Lies of P recently, I'm like, From Software could really stand to hire a writer, I think. Like, just a writing lead of any kind that can manage their stories, because you end up just with a ton of stuff that's just like, I understand your bit is that you're purposefully obtuse and vague and stuff like that, or like very esoteric, but we could do a little bit more, guys, you know? Like, we could have a little more character writing going on. But it's still really fun. I don't know if you've ever played any of those games. Probably not. The Armored Cores. But I was surprised by how easy they were.
I played the demo of like the first one when I was a kid on like the PlayStation demo disc.
I also kind of wish that this one had the UI of that one, because the UI of that one is very iconic to me. because I think I also saw a demo disc of it. Just the cool, like, going between, like, all these weird, like, almost pseudo, like, diegetic menus that look like UI and stuff like that, opening the emails and things. I think that's really cool. This one's a lot more, you know that picture of the damn TV? The two TVs where one is the old Twin Peaks and one is the new Twin Peaks, and they say it's Bloodborne and Demon Souls?
Sure.
It's like the Twin Peaks The Return one, where everything's like sort of like washed out and a lot more minimalistic is how the newer Armored Core feels compared to the old one. And that's a thing that I definitely wasn't crazy about, but I liked like basically everything else about it. I had an insane moment though in that game where I did not know how to lock on for the entire game. And I basically got to the final boss and they kept like hopping around behind me, and I was like, this is impossible. Like, this is just not doable. This game is absurd. It's so, I can't believe this. I feel like I'm missing something. And then someone told me, like, you're not locking on, like, at all. And I was just like, oh. So I had, like, S-ranked, like, most of the game up to that point, like, not engaging with the main mechanic. And I was just like, But it's honestly, that was like refreshing, because I feel like a lot of times in games when you feel like you're missing something, you're not, and it's really frustrating, you know? So it was almost like refreshing to be like, oh my god, I'm stupid. Okay, good. The game is not bad. The game is not bad about this thing. This is on me. This is on me. I feel like that's so rare to occur these days. I feel like it's more often than not, you feel like you're missing something and they just forgot to add something to the game. But yeah. I'll just round out here also the last thing I was playing, honestly, because they're all not particularly long ones. I did all of, I was finally able to finish Blasphemous 2, which I played when it came out, but then I had a progression halting bug near the end of the game that I looked up and was pretty well documented online, and they did not put a patch out for the console versions, even though they fixed it on the PC version almost immediately. They didn't put a patch out for the console versions until like 2 days ago. So I was just sort of sitting there for a month like, okay. But I finished that, and that game was pretty good. If you like Metroidvanias, it's a fun one of those. I think that one especially feels a lot more elegant than the first one. The first one is definitely way more Dark Souls mindset, and this one's a lot more Metroidvania mindset. Like, they give you... do you know anything about Blasphemous, the original one?
A little. I know what it looks like. Yeah.
So it has its distinctive style, which is its main selling point, I feel like. But it did this thing in the first game where your power-ups were less... kind of like Axiom Verge, where your power-ups are less traversal mechanics that you're unlocking, and more you're able to perceive something in the environment and engage with it now, almost. Like that one was like, oh, like, you can't double jump now, but now you can wall jump off of these specific walls, or like now you can like see these golden hidden things that weren't there before, and now that means you can access areas you couldn't before. But this one's a lot more like, you get a dash, you get an air dash, you get a double jump, you get a wall jump, attack jump thing. They also added multiple weapons. The first game only had one, and this one has 3, and they all do different things, which is fun. And they worked in Metroidvania elements into the weapons, which I always like. So, like, you upgrade the ball and chain to break certain things. You use the lightning thing to reflect stuff. You use the main normal sword for plunging attacks that break down ceilings and stuff and floors. It feels like a really well put together game. Really, really tight experience. It's only like 8 hours long or so if you 100% it, which is a really good amount of time for a Metroidvania, in my opinion. I know we're both Toho Luna Knights likers, so
yeah,
I'm a big fan of that sort of like streamlined Metroidvania experience. Because games like Hollow Knight are too damn long, if you ask me. As much as I like them, they're a lot more weighty. So it's nice to have just this nice little package that's out there. I think this is like only like a $20 game too, so I'd recommend it to people. I think it was pretty fun.
Sure.
And the art was really good.
All right, then. Let's run through the last bit of news here. This is a personal blow to me here.
Yeah, it's bad. I would go so far as to say it's universally bad, honestly.
It's bad, but also this is the big middle finger to John here. So Best Buy is reportedly ceasing selling physical media such as 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD discs. They have not said anything about games yet, but it seems like it's coming up that they're just not going to sell physical movies anymore. And one of the guys who runs Limited Run also said that he has heard that Walmart might be dropping physical Xbox games soon.
Which is, that one's not too surprising, because I feel like Xbox specifically, not only, as Phil Spencer said at those court hearings, third place, but also Game Pass.
Yes.
But rough, honestly. I feel like seeing Best Buy flounder... I mean, we just witnessed... We're only just witnessing GameStop realize what they were fucking up, right? Like, they're starting to add older games again, I think I saw someone talking about recently. Because it just feels like a no-brainer when you're running these physical brick-and-mortar stores with games. Like, wouldn't you want to get in on the craze of selling old games to people? Like, isn't that just basically guaranteed income to a certain extent? Mm-hmm. And seeing Best Buy specifically flounder it when I felt like their games club was really, really a good thing for a few years. I had a couple friends who were using it for their physical games and the steelbooks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Watching them just completely drop the ball on that is so odd to me. I know that all these publishers want to get to a world where everyone's only buying digital games, but once again, it feels like another example of short-sightedness.
Bad. It's bad, and I hope that it's reversed, or something. Because the thing is that it's never going to go away.
Yeah,
like, but it's just going to get harder to get.
Yeah, that's what I've been like really going on, is like there's this idea people have that like digital games have invalidated physical games, and I do not think that's true. I don't think that that's a lateral that's a lateral progression, not a that's not an evolution. It's just a different version of it that exists. Like, there's reasons to have both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in our world where a lot of people do not have the broadband infrastructure to support downloading 7 million games that are all 80 gigabytes each.
Yeah. Oy.
Yeah.
Gaming. Well, there is something that we can look forward to involving gaming, though. Rose, I think you need to be the one to say it. You deserve it.
All right. So they're finally bringing back Game Fuel, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, the citrus cherry, and whatever the blue one is, Berry Burst or whatever the fuck. I'm so happy about this. If you are an old head of this website, you know that I am crazy about the Game Fuel. I think that it's the best drink ever made. Just my crazy take. I just really like it, and they haven't done this type of Game Fuel since like 2016 or so, where they did it with Titanfall 2, and that was only, I think, the red one, which is good for me, but still, that was a long time ago. That was like 8 years ago almost. And they're bringing it back for Halo Infinite, and I think the actual like really cool thing is they're also doing playlists for Halo 3, where they're updating the multiplayer so that you can play a bunch of Halo Infinite multiplayer to play Halo 3 maps. They've made a bunch of the Halo 3 maps in Forge and are just putting it in the multiplayer for part of this promotion, just for like, I guess, extra nostalgia points or whatever. But I really like this. Like, I wasn't even gaming, I think, when the Halo Game Fuel was out, but I'm not going to complain because I love both these things. I never thought they'd bring it back. I really didn't. I thought we were done for. Because you remember they made those energy drinks called Game Fuel.
I do.
Like a couple years ago. And those were okay, but they were not the same thing. But
so it is returning.
I'm really hoping this is easy to find when it comes out. Next month, I think November 6th, they say.
I don't think I've ever had it, so in honor of your continued power, Rose, I am going to taste both kinds. Probably not back to back because I am, I'm trying to
get a sugar overload.
Yes, but
I'm gonna try the other flavor this time. I think I tried the blue one when it was the World of Warcraft flavor, like years and years ago, and then never again. But I feel like my enlightened mind of the modern era, maybe I can appreciate it.
Damn, when you think about it, Microsoft has all the game fuel under their wings now because
my god, they do.
That's fucked up. That's why they did this. That's why Phil did this.
Oh my god, you're right.
What? Yeah. What if this was just like a secret, like benevolent ploy that he was just like, I'm bringing game fuel back. This is the freedom that we've all been searching for.
This is what will make a healthy industry. Like that's what he was talking about during all those court hearings about wanting a healthy industry. He's like, we need to go back.
We all need to start sipping the correct fuel. And you know what? He's right on that. And if he did say that, if he didn't, then you know what? Then he's just wrong.
I'm really glad for this. I'm actually honestly going to probably download Halo and try it again, just because I've heard they've done a lot of changes to it over time.
Yeah,
like we were talking before the show about some of the playlist stuff, but like I know in general they've also been working on fixing a bunch of the other things about that game that annoyed me. So it's entirely possible it's playable now. At least they have a community browser now, I know, which is pretty cool. So that might be something to look into. They need to bring this back every year now for a new game, and then we can start to heal as a society, I think.
Absolutely. And our last bit of news here. This is kind of... okay, so this being the last bit of news encapsulates, I feel like, all of the feelings about this. Because Sony announced that there's going to be a PlayStation 5 Slim, and nobody cares.
They're also increasing the price of it.
Yeah, the fact that they are releasing a PS5 Slim when in any other console generation releasing a Slim means it will be cheaper. But no, this is going to be a more expensive thing, and this is going to be more expensive to use. It is smaller. They said that it is 30% smaller by volume, 18% less weight, and
I think it has USB-C ports now, right?
Hang on. Okay, so it's 18% or 24% because you can still get it without the disk drive. Also, though, if you do buy the digital only version, you can buy a disk drive later. It'll be $80, but if you want a disk drive, you can buy one later. Which, hey, if you're getting rid of all the physical games, what are you doing with this? What's going on? I know they're probably using this for Blu-rays and stuff too, but also if you're getting rid of all the Blu-rays, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
My main problem with this is genuinely like they had an opportunity to make it not look like shit, and they are continuing to go all in on believing that the PS5 doesn't look like the most evil game console ever made.
Yeah, it still looks like it's going to start talking, as Jeremy said. Yeah. It still looks like it's going to start talking.
It looks like more evil somehow when it's, like, thinner. I don't know what it is. Like, it looks like it's, like, an evil pylon that's been put into the earth.
I mean, everyone was making jokes about it originally, but it just looks more like Kaiba. Like,
yeah.
This thing is gonna summon 3 blue eyes white dragons before you can draw your last pathetic card. Like, it's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know what I didn't expect them to make a PS5 Pro because there's literally no reason to do that straight up.
Yeah.
Like nothing is even taxing the current hardware of the PlayStation, you know? Like because nothing even close.
Because it still has to stay somewhat close to PS4 because they need to have the PS4 version still.
Yeah. And I feel like we're going to start getting away from that, at least because like these things are gettable now to an extent, whereas they weren't for like 2 years. But it's still a case of like, not only does it have to run on the PS4 version, these people, most developers want to make a Switch version too, right? Like and that's a significant holdback for these things. Like, but also like, even if we were operating at 100% capability, like they're only designing for the PS5, what really are they going to do that's going to tax it? You know, like when I played Returnal, I was like blown away by like all the particle effects and everything, but it's like that wasn't like making my PS5 start like heaving or crying. That was like basically a launch title.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there is any. We need to stop the power creep, is what I'm saying.
Agreed.
There's no reason for that. But this is also equally dumb because I feel like the whole point of a Slim is you get, like you said, the cheaper. It's cheaper. Now you can get like in on it a little easier and it runs slightly better or whatever. And this just feels like it's just smaller, I guess, which is good because the PS5 is the biggest fucking console like ever. But I don't know. I don't know why they made this. This and the damn fucking Project Q or whatever, PlayStation Portal, that's what it's called now, right?
Yeah.
What are they doing over there? This is why Jim Ryan's getting kicked out. They don't even know what's going on. I
mean, that Xbox that got leaked a bit ago, that didn't really seem very exciting either.
It's cylinder?
It's just a cylinder now.
It's not even a box.
The X circle, I don't know. It's not even a box.
Can you even call like a cylinder something else?
It's not even a box. It's a tube.
The X jug.
The X tube. The X tube.
The X tube.
I think that's already something.
Oh. But yeah, Sony just makes so many decisions, it feels like recently.
They do.
Like, between this raising, like they raised the PlayStation price already worldwide, I think earlier this year, right? And Microsoft did the same, I think. At
the very least in some countries, yeah.
That and then them raising PS Plus, which is an insane notion. I don't know if you like looking into have you seen like the stuff they've released on PS Plus since they made that announcement? Because it is really something.
Like,
I think 2 months in a row, basically. When they made the announcement, the next day they announced that they were going to put the fucking Saints Row game on there, which is like the same day that they killed Volition. And then the next month they were like, oh, we're putting Callisto Protocol on there. And then they were like, yeah, that guy left like the next day. It just feels like they're like, we got a subscription fee for the bargain bin at Walmart, guys. Basically. Yeah. I need someone to put Sony in their place so bad.
Agreed. I mean, this is just going to be like a monkey's paw thing because every few years we're just going to be like, man, I hope that Sony gets put their place, and then Microsoft will kind of do it, and then
Microsoft
later,
will go crazy.
Man,
and we'll be like,
I hope someone puts Microsoft in their place.
And then I feel like that's just the overcurrent of Nintendo, where we always want that almost. Nintendo sort of does it by themselves, right? They just sort of cause themselves to be put in their own place.
They like humble themselves, yeah.
Like every 6 years they have to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's all hope the Switch 2 kind of sucks, I guess.
Yeah. I think I would be very happy if the Switch 2 ends up being a situation where it's actually good for once. Like, just, you can't even complain about, like, the way that the console's set up. It's just acceptable. It doesn't have, like, that many performance issues or anything.
Look, I mean, the thing is that, like, I feel like the only consoles that I would say are because the thing is, like, the GameCube wasn't, like, an amazing seller, but also, damn, the GameCube is fucking good. So it's one of those things where it's, like, I would like for them to have something like the GameCube, where it's like, well, it's got limited appeal, but it's fucking great, and so it like humbles them, but also at the same time, I still want to play good games on it. that's
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I mean, because the thing is that, like, yeah, like I think about the fucking N64, and I'm just like, I don't want to fucking play the N64. I got an N64 hooked up right next to me, and I'm just like, I mean, I want to play some stuff on it, but like, if that was my main console when that was new, I don't know how I would feel about that, because I had a PS1 when I was a kid when that all was going down. Like, I wanted an N64, but like, looking back, I'm kind of glad that I had a PS1 instead of an N64.
I think I had the ideal Nintendo 64 experience of being able to buy it when GameStop was selling it for $20 fucking, like the whole damn console, and then every game was like $4, because I could just go around and just, even if a game was not very good, it did not feel like a huge loss.
Absolutely.
It sucks that experience is gone, is what I think all the time. Like, that is what, like the fact that you can't easily go out there and buy a PS2 right now, and you have to go through like, I Society. That's sort of what I'm always talking about when I complain about remakes and stuff, is I appreciate that they're making them more accessible and stuff, but sometimes it really is just like, man, it is cool to like be able to see like the context of the original hardware and original game, and like it just feels like it's harder and harder every passing year to do that. Whereas it used to be like reasonable. Like straight up, like I just kept buying old consoles for a while when I had a job in high school, and it was like did not cost that much. It was like I said, like $20 for the N64, or like $20 to buy a friggin' Atari Jaguar or whatever.
Yeah, I have like one of every Nintendo console, like home console, except for the NES, and it's just like, well, maybe like 5-6 years ago I could have gotten one pretty easy, but now it's going to be like an ordeal, and it's like I don't want to go through that much effort for the fucking NES. Like, there's good stuff on the NES, but like.
It was definitely the era where they were still like, hey, we got to make this game last, right?
I would rather just like play it on Switch Online, or like it's okay. The thing is that for like the part of the reason why I like to own games, other than just the fact that I like it, is I do just want to have a limited list of things to play, because if I just give myself everything, I'm never going to get anything done. But then it's like, for NES games, I play enough of it, I'm just like, okay, I'm good. You know? I can download a ROM of an NES game and be like, alright, I can move on now. I mean, I did finish Mega Man 2, which was nice, but I did have to do save states and stuff. But, you know, but again, like, that was a good experience through an emulator. I mean, it was the Legacy Collection, but hey, through an emulator. Like, I feel like NES games, you should just play them emulated. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like anything pre-SNES is like that, and honestly, a lot of the SNES too.
There's some good SNES stuff, though.
There is good stuff. I just mean, like, the original hardware version is gonna paint a picture for some of those games.
Yeah.
But, like, Chrono Trigger, you know.
But again, though, like, I still think a lot of the, like, they're very important games. They are worth experiencing. I'm not trying to say, like, listen, you're talking to me. I'm not gonna say you don't need to experience the NES. Like, please, play NES games, play old games, please. But just personally, I'm not gonna jump through hoops to pick up an NES and cartridges and all that. You know, like, I get it. If you are, though, more power to you. You know, absolutely. Because like I know Metal Jesus loves Atari, and like his favorite game is like fucking that one Activision game that I don't remember what it's called. But like one of his favorite games is like an Atari game. You know, one of my favorite games is an NES game, though. I fucking love Mach Rider. You know, but like still, like, I mean, I wouldn't say that everyone should play Mach Rider, though. You know. I don't think everyone needs to play.
That they don't have the option to.
Yeah, I mean,
with relative ease.
I think everyone. I mean, it would be cool if everyone just like hopped on it and was just like, yeah, you know, like I would just be like, yeah, you know, you should give Mach Rider a shot. I think everyone should give Mach Rider a shot. I fell in love with it because it was on the Animal Crossing GameCube thing, you know, and like we don't have like an equivalent to that now. Like you can't. It's not an NES Classics thing, you know. What are we doing? Do we wish to go on to questions, or is there anything else you want to speak on before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't think I've mainly just been. I was really in that fucking Lies of P world for real. I like, yeah. I have not been doing that much, honestly, and I really need to get to it, as we said at the beginning of the show, because there's too many damn games.
There are too many damn games. I haven't been watching anime because I just want to keep playing Fate. Like, that's my fucking problem.
I have the problem where I've been watching a lot of Murder, She Wrote. Straight up, and it's just like, oh god, I need to get caught up, because this is the season of anime where we have a lot. You know, I need to finish the friggin' our assigned show for this week.
But also Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote's like really compelling is the thing. We just watched one where she just narrated her book.
That sounds pretty good.
So, like, she wasn't really in the episode, but she was, like, explaining the plot of her book, her newest book that she had written.
It does sound pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was a nice change of pace.
It was the she wrote part of Murder.
Yeah, the she wrote part. Yeah, usually it's just the murder.
All right, if you want to send in a question, you can go to gamesline.tumblr.com/ask. You'll sound like this. Cello Buster asks, what video game outfit would you choose to have to wear to work at least once per week?
Like from a character?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's this video game outfit, so it could be like, oh, hey, you can get Spartan armor. It doesn't necessarily have to be Master Chief's armor.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of, there were two ways of this. I was thinking of individual character outfits or like that, like you said, Spartan armor or something.
Just hit it. Just go for it.
I was gonna say I really think Date's outfit from Somnium Files looks very comfy.
Oh, yeah.
Like it looks like a really nice fit that you could just chill out in.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to wear that once a week.
Mm-hmm.
But like in a broader sense, probably just like Devil Trigger armor, like when they go into Devil Trigger mode and they look like the fucked up creature. Just one day a week, you know. Sometimes you need that protection.
I think it would be, I mean, related to what you said, I think it would be nice to have the Vanquish armor.
Yeah, that would be great. You could just slide
it would be so nice to just be like, all right, I'm off work, see y'all later, and then just slide on my knees all the way home.
Yeah. You're selling me on that. I like that.
That would be really rewarding. Just see y'all tomorrow. Just get home, pop up, hide behind some cover, smoke a cigar, I guess. Particular character though. Okay, challenge mode, not Travis Touchdown. Okay, already got the, because I can literally do that if I want to.
Yeah, we've seen the pictures.
I should pick like a Pokemon character who's got a good fit.
Grimsley. I don't know.
He's got a good fit. I don't know if I.
He looks really comfy in that damn yukata. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, like Sun and Moon.
Yeah. There was a dude recently who had like a comfy fit. I feel like.
I do respect that we're just thinking pure comfort because okay then pure comfort would be nice, but also I guess it would be something that I would have to like wear at the arcade.
What about like Ingo's outfit from Arceus?
So I'm like in rags.
That I just meant like a big coat and a hat.
Like I've been torn through time.
You've been attacked by an Ursaring, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, good point.
It's like, damn, all right. You want me to just show up to work?
In my head, it did not look this bad after I looked it up. I was like, I really thought he was just wearing a big comfy coat.
I mean, you know what? That might be get me out of work for a couple of days. Just like,
Jesus,
guys,
what happened to you?
Yeah, I was in a car accident. My car is fine, but I'm not.
I was trying to think of like Scarlet and Violet characters' clothes, but like straight up, maybe the most dire fashion game Pokemon has ever had.
Yeah.
Like not even just the main characters, like everyone.
I mean, the like rival characters have fine outfits, you know. I mean, they're pretty much like the school uniforms, but they're just a little bit different. That it's okay. Like I mean, like Nimona, Arvin, and Penny, they all seem like they're chilling.
Penny's is good. Penny's is a good.
I mean, look,
good one, you know.
They're selling that Eevee backpack now.
Yeah.
Like they know what the people want.
I found when I searched Pokemon Scarlet and Violet clothes, the first thing that was there was an outfit to dress you up like Mio from Xenoblade.
I mean, they got some pretty cool jackets in Xenoblade. I like a jacket.
Noah's outfit is just Travis Touchdown.
Pretty good.
So that feels maybe.
You know what? Let me try to figure out what to do. If I got Rex's outfit. What's going on?
What's going on if you're wearing Rex's new outfit or the old one?
The old one. That's what I'm saying. Like me walking into to work.
They would be like, "Can you hey,
we're seeing a little too much of you, man. We got
I don't know if we need the thigh window." And you're like, "It's the Texas heat. It's really getting me."
Yeah.
This is nice and aerodynamic.
That I mean, would that be worse than if I showed up in the outfit that he gets later in the game, the white suit.
That one might be worse. That'd be like, Jesus.
That'd be like a danger. Like if I showed up and it was like packed, that would be an active danger
like people would be bumping into your spikes and being like, ow.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. This mod is very funny.
Yeah, you're seeing it.
Yeah, just because it's like it's this. It seriously looks like they chopped Mio's head off and just put the Pokemon character's head on top of it. Like
it's like we replace a Bratz head with a Barbie head.
It's just off. Oh man, I gotta look into messing around with my modded.
I need to mod my Switch. Robin's Switch is one of the launch ones, so it has the easy ways to do it. I just have to order a thing to put into it or whatever.
I mean, you don't need to, but it just makes it way easier.
Yeah, and I just want it to be easier.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like $5, like straight up.
Yeah, I just need to find it.
Mm.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of outfits, honestly, that I feel like in an ideal world where misogyny doesn't exist, I would love to wear the Velvet Crow outfit everywhere, but misogyny exists.
Look, this is the perfect world scenario where we're able to wear... The perfect world
scenario, I'm wearing...
whichever gamer outfit.
I'll also be able to get away with it looking like I was, attacked by someone. I'll be like, get out of here.
Do you need, a ride home? Do you need...
what happened?
Alright, and then finally Anonymous asks us, if you had a NetNavi, what would their name be?
You would have YouTube Poop Man. just Poop Man.
Dinner Man.
Pingus Man.
Pingus Man. I would.
I think I would have one of those NetNavis that doesn't even have man at the end. I think they would have like how they have roll and glide. Yeah. It would be one of those, but I've gamer. It's just gamer.
Isn't there a...
Is there gamer?
Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, no, oh my god, I was thinking about that fucking, oh my god, what's that? I was thinking about that fucking game, 01. Because I was watching, I watched all those videos that Bowl of Lentils made because of that, the 16-bit anime. Oh, yeah. Because it's about, old school PC98 Aerogay and shit, and so that's a very good YouTube channel. I will shout that out. Bowl of Lentils, very good videos. But they did a video about a game called 01, and there is a character in that just called Gamer. But there is going to be an English translation of that apparently soon, so I'm interested in that. It's an adventure VN type game, so. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah,
I'm just thinking of in Mega Man Battle Network 3 they have Punk, and I just think that's great. Just in a world where everyone's named Woodman and shit like that, you just have Punk or Serenade. Serenade's iconic to me.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I just want one that's a single word like that, like Saintus. I'll name mine Saintus. That'll be cool.
That is cool. Okay, so you name your NetNavi, they don't get named previously?
I wonder, actually. That's a good point. They don't really get into because I guess his dad makes Mega Man and names it Mega Man, right? So
I guess
it's if you get a custom one made.
I mean, honestly, I would kind of just want to see how it shakes out.
Yeah, you want to be friends with them on their terms.
Exactly, we're partners. I want to figure it out. If they don't think that Mama Luigi's funny, that's their loss, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, when you press, you're just going to build up your own unique rapport when you press the L button.
Exactly. I mean, he's going to be like, John, you gotta go finish editing this fucking review, and I'm just going to be like, that's going to be it.
But then you're going to be like, can you email this? And they're going to be like, sure. And then you have to watch them run through a labyrinth to deliver your email.
That would be so sad. That would be the saddest thing in the world. I don't think anyone would ever send an email ever again, which
yeah, that's how I feel.
Would be actually good. I mean, God, I hope that's what would end up happening.
We need to impose regulations like that, right? To like teach the value, so that otherwise we end up where we're at right now.
Exactly. Like, oh my God, I would just start sending like snail mail at that point, because I'd just be like, dude, I don't want to put you through all this. You are doing so much.
That's how I felt like when I watched Murder, She Wrote, and they have some like old 80s stuff going on. Like, for example, like just them having to pay for like toll calls and stuff all the time. Just like really made me be like, God, you used to have to think about a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And now old people will just do it whenever they want.
Absolutely. All right.
I think we need net navies, straight up. I think we need net navies like everywhere. Yeah. I think they would help us heal. Everyone needs a guy.
All right. Well, I think that does it. Thank you for hanging out, Rose. This is a fun time.
Of course.
And, of course, as usual, the standard practice here. We're Gamesline. We're a video game website. We talk about games every week on the podcast. We also have our website, gamesline.net. You go there, you can read stuff that we've written. You follow our Twitter at @thegamesline. Follow our Tumblr, gamesline.tumblr.com. Facebook, facebook.com/gamesline. YouTube, youtube.com/@thegamesline. You have to put the @ sign. You have to do it. We didn't choose it, they did. Don't look at us. Twitch.tv/GameslineTV. And if you like what we're doing, you can give us money. Patreon.com/Gamesline. $3 a month. Get access to early podcast, Unlimited Railworks, the anime podcast, and exclusive access to the wrestling podcast when they do that, which is called The Clothesline. And if you want to hang out, it's thegamezone.zone is their Discord server. You can go there, hang out, chat. There's always something going on in there. And thank you to Melt Channel says Magic Circuit for a theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to their stuff, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com, magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. And Bandcamp Fridays are still happening for the foreseeable future, so get on that while you still can. Rose, where can people find you?
Over on Twitter @HornGal. I made a bunch of those like websites recently when people were like, you know, the monthly thing when everyone says Twitter's dying. I was just sort of ignoring it for a while, and then I was like, might as well. But I don't use any of them yet. I don't know about you, but I cannot devote my brain power to more than one website, it feels like.
I mean, I don't know. I look at Blue Sky here and there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it. Yeah, it's just John_Machonsky on Twitter. MICHONSKI. And that'll do it. Thank you so much for listening, everybody, and we'll be back next week with another episode of the Gamesline Podcast. So long.